There is a huge lack of trust in the society. As per Edelman's survey, it says distrust is now the default in the society. So if you look at Edelman's survey 2022, where it surveyed over 36,000 people across many countries, it finds that the level of distrust is absolutely worrying in the society as of today. Let's look at what are the top 10 takeaways from this survey, and this will surprise you or maybe not. Let's watch. Like I mentioned earlier, the number one message was that people distrust everything the first time they read it or see it. 64% of the respondents said that they distrusted everything until they saw clear evidence that can help build trust. Another 63% of the people said that it is impossible today to have a civil and educated debate on issues in today's society, and the root cause seems to be lack of distrust on everything. Interestingly, and very heartening for me as someone from a corporate world, 61% of the respondents said that they trusted their companies far more than they trusted NGOs or anybody else. NGOs trust has dropped to about 59%, 52% for governments, and extremely low percentage for the media. Not surprising. Most of them said that they trust their employer and what they are doing for the society and what they are saying far more than what governments and media are saying. Something to think about. Worse, nearly half of the respondents feel that government leaders and journalists are divisive to the society. That these are strong words. They feel that the government and media are the least trusted. To give you a number, 42% felt the government leaders could be trusted, only 42%, and about 46% felt that journalists could be trusted. So less than half. It's a telling tale of today's time and the lack of trust on the governments and the media today. No major information sources were taken as trustable. The search engine, 59% said they could trust, 52% said they could trust the traditional media, owned media 46%, and the least was for social media. Not surprising, since we see so many fake news on social media nowadays. 6% of the people were concerned with the level of fake news all over, and the use of fake information, fake videos in the time of AI to actually create misinformation and mislead people. 76% are concerned. What is personally concerning and sad is this complete collapse in the trust in democracies. In most of the leading democratic countries in the world, the trust level with the government and other governmental institutions were at a very low levels. 56% in Germany, 45% in Spain, 44% in the UK, and just 43% in the US. Moreover, in not a single democratic country did people feel that their families will be better off in 5 years from what they are now. This is absolutely worrying state of mind. Without faith in the governmental institutions and leadership, societal fears are on the rise. The biggest fear, notably, is on job security and on the government's ability to find solutions for climate control and sustainability. But heartwarmingly, People seem to trust businesses and corporates far more than any of the other institutions we spoke of. But they still feel that the businesses can do far more than what they're doing today. Specifically, people feel that the businesses can do more on climate change, or 49% feel and work more on the economic inequality, and feel they should work more on workforce reskilling, and a huge 42% feel that they are not doing enough and can do more for trustworthy information. Interestingly, there is a huge expectation that business leaders should play a role in societal leadership too. For example, when considering a job, 60% of the employees want their CEO to speak out on issues they care about, and 80% of the general population want CEOs to personally be visible when discussing public policy and external stakeholders. So they want to see them discuss and debate these topics with external stakeholders like the government and the NGOs and others. Interesting. People want businesses to take lead in breaking the cycle of distrust. They want business leaders to do more in topics which they are really concerned with. For example, 52% of the people think that while there is some work being done by businesses on sustainability and climate change, they want them to do more. Only 9% felt that businesses were overstepping on this topic. Clearly, they want businesses to lead. The message seems to be clear. People have lost faith in governments and NGOs. They don't trust media. They don't trust the information that media gives, and there's seen enough fake news to not believe anything. Their only trust now seems to be on business leaders. They want business leaders to do more than just, they want them to focus on topics which were essentially governmental topics, but they want them to work on things like sustainability, climate change, job security, job inequality, things like that, which were topics that governments had to work on. It's an interesting shift. It's a good responsibility to carry. I know many companies which are leading in this, and I personally think that's a very good change to have. But for governments to think why they are becoming redundant. Till next time, stay unstoppable.